Good afternoon, all founders. Welcome to joining us today. I'm so happy to have chance to kickstart my first lecture. Today we are going to cover a couple important concepts to evaluate your business and get ready for fundraising. And my name is Alan Lam, and managing partner and CTO of Gravity Capital Partners. People may ask, hey, Alan, I don't have enough resources. I want to have investor support, okay? And how can we get resources, okay? There is many links here, okay? I will request Science Park and CTU to share my deck to everybody, so that you don't need to search, you just click and then go. And because 1 minute later, we are going to have 5 minutes break, so that because I help government, ITC, to do vetting for ITF for 12 years. And I will share with you a lot more about the technique to prepare the funding application after the break. Don't worry about the type of the funding, and because you will get that deck and then you can click in. So after the break, I am going to share with you about how to get ready for those fundraising, okay? So now it's ready for the break. And I will see you in the 5 minutes, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hey, founders. After the 10 minutes break, and we are going to start today's second half. And before I start the section number 4, actually I would like to go back a little bit, continue the sharing about how to get another resources, okay? Many people think that we need resources for my business. And first, very direct thinking is fundraising, okay? But fundraising, do you think is a wise decision? Fundraising is a fair game. It's a buy and sell exercise. You get capital, you pay share, okay? This is a fair game, okay? And if you receive a lot of capital, you sell large amount of share, and you will sacrifice the board seat. You may sacrifice the company control. Do you think fundraising is a good exercise? Fundraising is a good exercise unless you find the right partner to be your investor. In the Hong Kong area, I would say a lot of professional investor, VC, they are pretty good at math, pretty good at risk management, pretty good at making use of their advantage to gain more advantage, okay? So, like I mentioned to you, I am 100% made in Hong Kong. I accept education in Hong Kong. Before I graduate, before I got my PhD, I start my first company. Since 2004, I joined Science Park, and I'm just another you, okay? So I'm just part of our community. And now, because you are in the Science Park and you are the incubators, some of you are the incubatees. Some of you will be the incubatees. So I am the president of Hong Kong Science Park Startup Alumni Association. So you guys just my younger brother, younger sister, okay? I from my deep heart, okay? So I will do my best to support you and not in the investor role, okay? So I will be frank to everybody. So that's why, although I am an investor, I will try to warn you, not warn you, but remind you, fundraising is not the only way to get resources because it's a fair game. You get something, you pay something. Before our break, I told you I help government as a community service. I sitting in different board. I start serving the ITF vetting committee since almost 13 years ago, okay? And then I was appointed as the board member of ASTRI. Have you ever heard ASTRI? Very near, okay? After 6 years service in the board, I retired, and then commissioner recycled me to another organization. Have you ever heard LSCM? Okay, I'm the current chairman of LSCM. I'm the successor of Sunny Cha. Sunny Cha currently is the Hong Kong Science Park chairman, and also he was the chairman of LSCM. I am his successor. So he teach me a lot. I learned a lot from him. And because of this background, I vet more than 1,000 projects. I am very familiar with the funding scheme. And because I never receive any benefit, I always share how to prepare the funding application. Government know that. Government appreciate that. Okay? Do you know why? Government has a good initiative and has a good how to say, good reach, okay? The money can support our startup, can support our industry. But the key point is that this is the taxpayers' money. We need to have a suitable scheme so that the money can support the suitable company, okay? So the scheme is needed, which is open, which is fair, which is some kind of governance, okay? But in the market, a lot of companies, founder, they face a huge challenge. Wow, so many questions, so many information I need to prepare, and then finally got rejected, and the panel member asked very tough question, which is for sure very discouraging. And now I can tell you, besides my community service, I try to support my own company because it's $1 to $1 matching, okay? And I want to teach, I tell you one side check issue is that the reason why I go back to university to teach because I want to help my about 10 companies to get talent, okay? So I go to university, teach, and then my student will get a job, and my company will get talent. So this makes sense, right? And I, in order to further train my tech company to do research, I try to help them to prepare the ITF application. I'm the applicant now. You guess how many times I got rejected? In the market, a lot of agents tell you that, hey, I can help you to prepare all those applications. if success, I will charge. If not success, we will not charge. Something like that. Have you ever heard that? Okay. I'm the one who in the vetting committee, nearly 13 years, at least I got rejected 3 to 4 times. I cannot guarantee. Why these people can guarantee? I just don't understand. But I didn't feel bad about the rejection. You know why? The scheme is so fair. If one vetting committee member don't understand my project, he can reject me. Single one. Okay? This is the scheme to protect taxpayers' money. Okay? So my thinking, my logic is so simple. I am the applicant. I have the responsibility to make sure the judges or the vetting member understand my project. If I got rejected, I will resubmit it. One project I got rejected 2 times. The 3 times, and I have a bad feeling that maybe I will got rejected again. And then I said, no matter what, even though I got rejected again, I will resubmit it. You can say that I give pressure to government or I give the pressure to the vetting committee, but it's not. It's from my deep heart, okay? So, it's pretty logical. There is so many funding schemes here. Government opened the door, let everybody to apply, which is good. But we also know that there are many people, they try to cheat government's money, taxpayers' money. The scheme to protect government's money, taxpayers' money is needed. We have to understand that. But if the people like me, I submit, present, got fail, modify, listen to the feedback, revise, submit, got rejected, and do it again. They are human beings. They think that, hey, this guy, why keep submitting? Must believe something, right? It's so logical. They are human beings. And finally, I got funded for that project, okay? Although this is my personal experience, but I really want to spread out that if I got rejected, the first thinking is that I have something not done pretty well. I have something that can be improved. So I always not blame everybody, not blame myself, but I want myself to learn. Same to you. When you see a loss of investor, okay? Before you join my lecture, you may not know the logic quite well, right? Now you know there's a timing issue, there's the investor issue, there is the matching issue, there are so many issues, okay? But if we have a positive attitude, after today, you see all this funding there. I would like to recommend you to try because the money is there. You don't need to pay back. You don't need to give the share because you are Hong Kong citizen, okay? You are Hong Kong citizen. You can get that money. The government is happy to give you, okay? So this is very important. Don't think that, hey, this is so many judges and so many forms need to fill in and then I don't get it. But why you go to another difficult check to pitch the investor, they may not have money, right? But the government have money here. You just fill in the form, do the presentation, got rejected, and then second time and third time, I can tell you the successful rate is much higher than seeing the investor, right? Right? So that's very important, okay? There are multiple funding schemes I would like to highlight, okay? Basically, you are all founders of a company, tech-based. So I would suggest you to consider to get ESS, the Enterprise Support Scheme, to support your research and development. Although it is $1 to $1 matching fund. So I would suggest you to do the following step, okay? First, try to think about one good project that you really want to develop. Even better if you can find a customer who can identify that, okay, if you do the project successful, I will buy. If you have that, ask them to get a support letter to you, okay, this one. Based on their requests, market information, design your project, okay? Then your project will be much more solid. Submit it. Interview. Reject, resubmit, until you get it. Maybe within 1 year you can get it. When you submit, depends on the time, 3 months, ITC will give you answer. Okay, yes or no? Or interview or not? No, then modify, resubmit, another 3 months will tell you, and anyway you will get a chance to interview, okay? When you do the interview, again, another 3 months will tell you yes or no, got funded or not funded, okay? Not funded, modify, resubmit, another 3 months is the same circle, okay? But the key point is that once you get funded, hold this to see your investor. Hey, investor, I need a matching fund. Government is going to give me another 2 million. And I'm missing 2 million. Investor, when they see you have extra funding, that means it's matching. You will have higher chance. It's very logical, right? Okay? So, and you will see that originally your valuation, for example, I don't know, I just keep a very easy number, 1 million, okay, for example. I just start, I have no revenue. I'm telling you the tricks for not first dollar point, okay? So if you are not in the first dollar point, then go through this exercise, will help you, okay? So if your valuation is not 1 million, maybe 10 million, your company worth 10 million, okay? And then you try to apply ESS funding, and then the project size is 4 million. So that you need 2 million, match 2 million, like that, okay? Just an example. Then you can ask, once you get approved, you can try, even though you are not in first dollar point stage, but you have the funding. You go to see investors. The investor think that, okay, if your company is 10 million valuation, they put 2 million, will get 20%, all right? But actually, you get 4 million for 20%. Do you get that? Okay? So better to leverage the government fund and investor. The investor think that, hey, I give you 2 million, you will burn very fast. But now government give you another 2 million, that means they are more secure, reduce the risk. It's multiple win, okay? Okay? So this is the first tips, not tricks, okay? I don't tricks, okay? Tips, okay? First tips, okay? First tips for the first dollar point startup, all right? The second is that you are already past the first dollar point. You are close to break-even point. You have the product ready or service ready, okay? How to grow your business? Tell me. How to scale up your business? What about you?
Well, I'm in the scale-up stage.
Okay.
I'm going after fund.
Okay.
Expand my team, actually.
Okay.
Go overseas.
Go overseas, okay? I would suggest you to consider BUD, the Bud Fund. Now it's already 7 million, okay? And there are two funding you can consider. One is the SME fund, can help you. Again, is 50% claim, okay? And then you can, I still remember when I still running Sangito, okay? And then every time I go to exhibition or fair, maybe CES, and I have a team to go, and I spend like 20,000 Hong Kong dollar, and then I got SEM fund, and then I can come back half. It's 100,000 Hong Kong dollar came back. I feel very exciting. I seems that I feel earning some money. Okay, so this one, if you want to go overseas for promoting your project, the SME fund, you can claim 50%. Now the top line is 800,000. Okay, you can consider that. The second is that you can consider BUD, the BUD fund, and through HKPC, and the top line is 7 million. Okay.
That's not for hiring people, right? It's only for
No, the BUD fund, it can help you to hire local people. When you set up an office, for example, Ida Ilu or One Belt One Road or Singapore, Australia, Canada, and actually you can hire people. Yeah. So that one you can also click in, and then you can find. So that one is fantastic, 7 million, okay? And add to the exhibition things, and you can have 1 million US. Okay? No need to pay. No need to pay share. Okay? Government money. The purpose is to support your business, your growth. Okay? So, this funding works for scale up and mature business as well. Okay? So, although there are a lot more funding and a lot more example, but I will not go through it in detail, but just give you hints that don't forget government funding, okay? And the next thing I would like to share with you is about the roadmap to incubate your business. Some of you, maybe from CDU Hong Kong Tech 300, you got a million angel fund already, and basically you have higher chance to join Science Park Incubation Program, or the seed fund winner already joined the ideation program. So in the Science Park scheme, okay, that gives you a lot of resources as well, okay? So ideation, I don't touch because you guys already passed that, okay? Incubation program, you can get subsidies or cash up to 1,280,000, okay? So that one everybody know. And you still, after your graduation, you can still apply for acceleration program. That related to 4.8 million Hong Kong dollar, but you have to pay like 5% share, something like that. But it is not the key point. The key point is that there are a team in the science park that will help you to do fundraising. And if you want to apply for the acceleration program, you need to prepare the application with the scale-up plan for overseas. Okay? So you should consider that. But the valuation is not high. Some incubators, I know they are doing quite well. During this 3 years incubation program already over that valuation. So, and then if this is a situation, then forget it. Because 4-point-something million, take 5% is about 20 million valuation, something like that. I took 5 million and 5%, then maybe 10 million US, 10 million Hong Kong, something like that. The valuation is not high. It's suitable for even earlier stage. But when you, there's one gap, okay? After the accelerator program to the elite program. Elite program, you can get about 20 20-something million Hong Kong dollar in 3 years, but the requirement is so high. The revenue requirement per year is more than 100 million Hong Kong dollar revenue. That one is aimed for incubate the unicorn. So there is a gap between the acceleration program to elite program. There is a gap. Okay, so this is my service area. Okay, I'm trying to help something in between. Hopefully, they can do well. So you can review your company situation and the off-the-shelf, existing scheme, so that you will find a suitable scheme for you. Here is my name card. I will not stop this screen, and you guys please feel free to take. And this is my personal mobile, okay? And people send me an email. Frankly, I will not check. I have admin office to check, handle all my meeting schedule, all the email they will read. But this number, this WhatsApp is the only thing I will handle in person. Okay, I give you my best communication channel. So that's the end of today, and I hope you guys enjoy, and please feel free to mingle. Thank you. Thank you.